Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Just I will share the board. Yeah. I hope the board is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So I will start module 1. Yes, take down. As I told yesterday, this is just classroom teaching only. So parallelly you have to write, and I will write everything on the board. So parallelly you should copy, and I will ask randomly. You have to submit the notes. Okay, you have to scan and you have to submit. I will ask that is. I will inform you that. Okay, just take down the module 1. Module 1. Vector calculus. So if there is a disturbance or if you're not able to see or anything, just inform me. Okay, just because I'm writing on the pad that is in this board. And I'll so we ask, unmute and ask, otherwise you mute it. So just we will discuss the basic definitions of vectors and scalars and some basic results. Unit vector, dot product, cross product, so everything. Okay, so the first take down the definition vector. So this is completely a basic in high school level only you studied this. Vector is a physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction. Is it right? Just write the definition. Vector, a physical quantity. A physical quantity which has or it has both magnitude and direction is called a vector. Example, speed, velocity, acceleration, whatever, etc. Okay, so it has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude means some quantity. For example, you will say some 5 for example, this one velocity. Okay, the unit of that velocity is Newton, what we say, and unit for mass is kg. Okay, unit for that length, whatever it is, a meter, kilometer. These are all we call this as magnitude. And direction, nothing but it is in a positive way or negative way, upward or downward. So like that, that is a direction. So a physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction, this is called a vector. Okay. Next, scalar. Scalar. Same definition, which has only magnitude but no direction, but not direction. Okay. A physical quantity. Physical quantity which has only magnitude but not direction is called a scalar. Example, mass, length, etc. Okay. Mass means it has only magnitude, so no direction, because you take 1 kg of stone or whatever that is, a quantity, and if you move upward or downward, the mass does not change. Okay, is it right? Similarly, the length also, just you are moving in any direction, just we are telling that it has some distance. So maybe 5 kilometer or 10 kilometer. We will not say it is minus 5 kilometer, minus 10 kilometer. Okay, so that is scalar. It contains only magnitude. So there is no direction at all. Direction does not alter here. Okay. Yes.
Sir,
Next is, yes.
excuse me, sir. Speed is a scalar quantity, na?
It is a
Scalar quantity, no?
yeah. Scalar. You are telling that okay, 120 kilometer speed. Okay. So in speed, the direction also important here. If you say you are launching the rocket or a missile, whatever, so their direction is also very important. In that, whatever the speed it is going, so if there is a resistance, for example, if air resistance, okay, it is opposing. In that case, the speed will decreases. So in that case also we will consider as a direction. In which direction it will go. If there is a more resistance, the speed will decreases. Okay, quantity we will say what is the speed it is going. Okay, that quantity is important as well as the direction also. If in which direction, if there is a resistance or not, like that we will calculate. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, we will discuss some basic results here depending on this vectors and scalars. And this is very, very important. And this is like a foundation for this module. Okay. If you understand these concepts, complete this module is simple because I told you yesterday it is involving partial differentiation. Those who are strong in differentiation, especially partial differentiation, and it is very simple. Okay. There is no much complicated differentiation, very simple partial differentiation. In that you have to apply this concept of scalars and vectors, especially dot product and cross product. Okay, that basics we will discuss. Okay, first I will give the basics. I can say it is a known term that you can recall. Okay, so no use that is. Okay, just we will discuss and we'll move to the actual syllabus. Take down the next heading, basic results. Let I with some cap, I cap, j cap, and k cap are the unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis respectively. Okay, unit vector nothing but unit, the word itself says it has magnitude 1. Okay, so that magnitude I will explain. So unit nothing but it is 1. Okay, next. Then the vector, next line. Then the vector is defined as A vector A equals. So we will write one alphabets and above one arrow mark. This arrow mark represents vector. Okay, A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap. Okay, this is a representation of a vector. So the basics, just I'm giving the basic. You know already these concepts, but still we will recall the basic and then we will move to the syllabus. Okay. Next line, the magnitude of A. The magnitude of A, vector A, is equal to anyone? Any idea? It is square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square. Okay, so this is A1 here actually A1, A2, A3, it is actually magnitude. For a vector, this A1, A2, A3 magnitude are a quantity. We can say this I, J, K. This shows a direction. Okay, so just I will give a small difference actually. Okay, for example, no need to take, just you can understand. Otherwise, if you want, you can take. I want to mark one point P in the coordinate system. It has an address, say 2, 3, 4. How you will mark this point in the coordinate system, that is Cartesian coordinate system. So just I will write here, I will show. This is x-axis, one is x-axis, another one is y-axis, another one is z-axis. Okay, so I want to mark one point. Okay, first I will explain 2 dimension. Okay, I will not go with 3. Let it be 2 dimension. So just 2, 3 I want to mark. So how you will plot, how you will mark the point in a coordinate system. So from the origin, we will calculate the distance of x. This is first one represents x, no? So just 1 and 2. Okay, is it right? This is the point on x-axis. This is 2, and this is 3 along y-axis. Say 1, 2, and 3. Combining both the point, you will get like this. This is the point P, whose address is 2, 3. Is it right? We are marking the point on the graph in this way. Yes or no? Anyone? Respond quickly. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just please respond quickly, because if there is a response from your side, then I can get the information you are audible, and the class is going very smoothly. See, the same 2, 3 I will write in a vector form. Vector form nothing but I will write like, say, 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. So just if I write 2 I cap and 3 j cap means this is also same, means 2 is a quantity. Along the direction it will show I cap is a unit vector along x-axis. Is it right? Along x-axis, I cap represents along x-axis. Therefore, along x-axis, you mark 2 points, 2 units, and j cap is a vector along y-axis. Along y-axis, you mark 3 units, and combining both, see, this is the point. This point, it has an address 2, 3 or 2i plus 3j. So both are same only. Okay, I hope you understand why we are write vectors like this. A1, A2, A3 gives the quantity, I, J, K gives the direction. I stands for x-axis, J stands for y-axis, and K stands for z-axis. Okay, this is the representation. So magnitude means vector A is equal to square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square. This is the magnitude. Okay, and it has, sorry, the magnitude denoted with the mod magnitude. Okay, this symbol. Next line. Unit vector heading. Unit vector. Take down. If A is a vector, if A with RMR is a vector, then the unit vector, of A, then the unit vector of A is denoted by A cap, and is given by next line, A cap equals vector A divided by its magnitude. Okay, so very important definition. This is basic only, but in this chapter, in this module, wherever the word comes unit, you have to calculate like this. Okay. For example, velocity we will calculate. No need to write. They will ask the question, calculate the velocity v. We denote it as velocity v. And simply they will not ask. First question is velocity, calculation of velocity, and then they will ask find the unit vector. Okay, unit velocity. So then whatever the vector unit comes means we will denote it as v cap, and unit velocity is given by vector v divided by its magnitude of same vector. Okay, so that's why I'm giving this definition generally. Similarly, they will ask unit acceleration denoted as a. A stands for acceleration. This a, it is a general vector. So once the syllabus starts, some standard notation we will use. That I will tell you later. Okay, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Next, yes. Next one is dot product and cross product of two vectors. Next heading. So very important again. Dot product and cross product. Cross product of two vectors. Two vectors. So still, if there is a confusion with basic concepts, or if you're not able to remember, please concentrate, because what I am teaching, it is completely basic, and with this basic only we will continue. We have the concepts. Okay, so consider two vectors. Consider two vectors. Two vectors, say A and B. Consider two vectors, say A and B. Next line, the dot product of two vectors A and B, the dot product of two vectors A and B denoted by A dot B. And is given by next line, A dot B equals magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. See, in this chapter, into wherever product comes means don't put either dot or don't put either cross. Okay, because it has a different meanings is there in this chapter. Therefore, see, in LHS I am putting one dot here, whereas in the RHS I am not using either dot or into cross marks. Okay, because that is the totally a different meaning. So just into means you write as a product. Okay, so this is the definition of dot product. Whatever two vectors if you take, calculate the magnitude of the first vector multiplied by magnitude of the second vector. Magnitude, it is given the definition, square root of a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square. Okay, that magnitude you have to calculate. And cos theta. Theta is angle between these two vectors. This is a dot product. Okay, next line, if a dot b equal to 0. If A dot B equal to 0. So just tell me when we will get this 0 for what angle of theta? Cos theta gives 0.
90.
For what
90
angle?
degree.
Yes,
90.
90 degree.
90 degree.
Very good. So 90 degree. Okay, when theta is 90, cos 90 is 0. So we say that if A dot B equal to 0, we can conclude that A and B, two vectors, are 90 degree means two vectors intersect. What is that word? Perpendicular. Is it right? perpendicular. Take down. Then we say that. Then we say that perpendicular or orthogonal both are same. Then we say that. Then we say that two vectors are perpendicular. Just inform me how is my teaching, because the first class now, if you feel it is a fast or if you feel it is a slow, whatever it is, just inform me. If it is a fast, I will do with little bit slow. Or is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next line. The cross product of, next line. The cross product of two vectors A and B with arrow mark. Okay, A and B denoted by A cross B. Okay, cross B. Both are actually, it is product only. In that product we have different, one is dot, another one is cross, and is given by next line, A cross B equals magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta into n cap. Okay, so one extra term will come compared to the dot product, that is n cap. I will tell you what is that. And instead of cos theta, it is in dot product cos theta, and here it is sine theta. Okay, in cross product it is sine theta. So everything is same. Okay. What is this n cap? This one extra term is there, no, in cross product. What is this n cap mean? It is a vector which is perpendicular to both A and B. Okay, for example, for I and J. Okay, just to give the answer, which is the vector perpendicular to both I and J? Did you understand my question? Which is the vector which is perpendicular to both I and J?
K
K
cap.
cap.
Yes,
K cap.
K cap.
Very good. I stands for x-axis, J stands for y-axis. So z-axis is perpendicular to both. Similarly for J and K. If I say J and K means J is y-axis, K is z-axis. So another axis is x-axis, nothing but it is I cap. So like that. So n cap stands for, it is a vector which is perpendicular to both this A and B. Okay, so it will come one extra in cross product. Okay, next note. First one, I dot I equals J dot J equals K dot K. See, in both, in all these three, what is the angle? Just what is the angle between I dot I?
0.
I dot I angle is 0. Very good. In 0, see dot product formula you see here, A dot B. If I put instead of A dot B, I dot I, if you calculate, magnitude of I is 1, magnitude of I is 1 only, and angle between I dot I is 0. But what is cos 0?
1.
1.
1. So therefore, this is dot product of like vectors. Answer is 1. Okay, got it? Similar, I dot I, A dot J and K dot J. Dot product of answer, dot product of like vectors is 1. How it is 1 means we are using this basic formula. Similarly, what is the dot product of unlike vectors? Say I dot j.
0.
0.
Zero.
Is it right? Because I dot j angle is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. Similarly, I dot j, I dot k, and j dot k. Whatever you take that is unlike vectors. We say it as unlike vectors. The answer is 0. Okay. Next. Coming to this cross product now. Cross product. See, this is very important note, because in the problem while solving, whenever I dot I comes means you have to consider as a 1. Whenever I dot j comes means we consider as 0. Okay, like vectors 1, unlike vector 0 in dot product. Coming to the cross product now. Okay, so I'm using this formula. Cross product formula. Okay, what is I cross I now? I cross, how it is 0?
Sir,
Yeah.
sin 0 is 0.
Very good. First of all, angle between I and I is 0. If I substitute here, theta is 0. Sin 0 is 0 means everything is 0. That's it. No need to calculate remaining thing. Similarly, j cross j, and k cross k. Okay. So cross product of like vector is 0. Whereas in the dot product, like vectors gives 1, whereas in a cross product of like vectors gives 0. What happens other one means, for example, I cross j. Just tell me, we will write later. Yes.
1.
1 partially correct, but it is not a correct answer. I cross j. See, substitute here.
A cab.
Very good. Substitute here. A cross B formula you see here. I will substitute in place of A is I and J. Magnitude of I is 1. Magnitude of J is 1. Angle between I and J is 90. Therefore, sin 90 is 1. But one more is there, very important. That is n cap. N cap is a vector which is perpendicular to both I and J. That is K. So we can't write this is like first 3 note. Okay. And how to write? See here. I will write this. You follow this one. I comma j comma k. Okay, in a cyclic order you have to write I cross j is k. Next is j cross k. What is j cross k?
I cap.
You will get I cap, and you have to go in the cyclic order only. I with j, j with k, then k with I only. Okay, k cross I you have to take. You should not take I cross k. I hope you are understanding what I'm telling. In cross product, it is vector actually. Cross product is a vector. It has both magnitude and direction. Direction is very important. So what is the answer of k cross I? K cross I is j. Okay. See why I'm telling. For example, see the first one. Okay, that one more note I will write. I cross j is k. What about j cross I?
Minus k.
Very good. J
Minus
cross
k,
I
sir.
is minus k. Okay, same answer you will get, but negative. Similarly, k cross j. This is minus I. And I cross k. I cross k. That is minus j. So this is especially note 5. That is not much important. Just I'm giving as an information. Okay, so this remember is very simple. You write I j k here somewhere, and with the cyclic order, I with j, j with k, and k with I. In this order only you should go. Okay, then you will get plus. Okay, if it is a reverse, it is minus. Very important note. This is got it? Any doubt in this? If you have any doubt, you can ask parallelly. Yes, just a minute. next heading is simplification of, take down, simplification of, next heading, simplification of dot product and cross product of two vectors. Okay, this is again heading simplification of dot product and cross product of two vectors. Okay, consider, take down, consider two vectors A and B. That is vector A equals A1 I cap plus A2 J cap plus A3 K cap, and vector B equals B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap. Okay, therefore, next line, A dot B equals A you write down first A1 I cap plus A2 J cap plus A3 K cap, between dot, another vector is B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap. Okay, now apply this concept of dot product. Okay, can you tell the answer?
A1 B1 plus,
Yes.
plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3.
Yes, very good. See here, I will explain. It is usual multiplication. Usual multiplication means, for example, A plus B multiplied with C plus D. So how you will multiply? First A with C, I will write AC, then A with D between plus AD. So like that I will write BC plus BD. Okay, correct? We will write usual multiplication. But here same usual multiplication. Now see A1 I cap first term with the first term, because it is a like vector, I dot I gives 1. So in a dot product, you should not write a unit vectors. Okay, I dot I becomes 1. Just I will write A1 B1. Now the same first term multiply with second. So what happens here? First I dot j is 0. Okay, 0 into whatever A1 B2 if you multiply, no use, it is 0 only. Similarly same with the third also, I dot k also it is 0. So that's why we will multiply like vectors, that is I with I, j with j and k with k. That's it. And the answer gives A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. Okay, this is the answer, and you should not write A1 B1 I cap, A2 B2 J cap. That becomes 0. That is wrong actually, because that's why I told the very basic is very important. In a dot product, multiplication of two vectors between dot means vector vanishes, you will get only magnitude. Okay, take down this. This is vector A dot B. This is the answer. Vector A dot B equals just A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. So what about A cross B? Don't write, I will tell you. A cross B equals, just wait. A cross B. Just assume in the same, in the above, in this equation only, in between dot, if I put cross, so what happens? How to calculate? This is actually complicated because I cross I gives 0. Is it right? Cross product. I cross I gives 0, but I cross j is not 0. It is k. Similarly, I cross k also it is not 0. It will give another vector, say minus j or plus j, whatever. So this usual multiplication, this is not the way. So then we have another method, we call it as a determinant procedure, that is A cross B. we will calculate like this. We will write two between the determinant. Okay, determinant. First row, you write the unit vectors I, j, and k. Okay. In second row, coefficient of first vector. First vector is a. Its coefficient is a1, a2, a3. This is second row. And third row, coefficient of second vector, that is b. B coefficients, that is coefficient of unit vectors I, j, k is b1, b2, and b3. This is the way we will calculate a cross b. And this is the way we will calculate a dot b. Got it? Any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
So you can ask why for cross product is a determinant means because only like vector gives 0 in cross product, but unlike vector it is not 0. So I with j and I with k, you will get some answer here. Okay, in this definition. So therefore we will, that is usual multiplication. It is a little bit lengthy and complicated. So we have a simple method. Okay, the next heading is, this is very important. Dot product and cross product of two vectors. Next heading is angle between two vectors. So whatever I'm giving the definition, we will use in the problems. Okay, angle between two vectors. Angle between two vectors. Take down. Consider two vectors. Consider two vectors, say A and B. Consider two vectors, say A and B. We know that A dot B. So what is the basic definition of dot product? A dot B is equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B into cos theta. Correct? So this implies I want to calculate angle, no? So cos theta equals, what is cos theta? Cos theta equals vector, that is A dot B divided by its magnitude. Magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Just cross multiply this magnitude of A and magnitude of B in left hand side, and I will write cos theta. So this is the main definition or formula to calculate angle between two vectors. Okay, got it? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
So this is actually the basic. Whatever I'm giving these concepts, this is the basic. Okay, and from tomorrow, again, the same concepts, these basic concepts involve this, and we will solve some problems. That is, some concepts will start actually. So there, for example, calculating velocity and acceleration, and calculating angle between two velocities like v1 and v2. So then see, whatever a, b is there, in place of a, v1, and in place of b, v2. Okay, and similarly they will ask acceleration, so a1, a2. So concept is same. Okay, try to understand this basic definitions, and we will use this and to solve the problem. Okay, and just a minute. Okay, so the remaining concepts I will continue in tomorrow. So if you have anything, any doubt, you can ask now. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
And 1 minute, just a minute.